Alright then guys, welcome to the end of season review, where we're going to be giving out different awards to different teams and players. You may see we've got multiple camera setup with multiple microphones. Just thought I'd address it. This is Owen, we've had him on previously.
Hello, yeah, I'm unfortunately an Arsenal fan.
He is the Arsenal fan.
Yeah, it's not been too great for us recently, but you know,
So
as is such is life, isn't it?
as mentioned in my comment section before.
We got 8th place. Get in.
How the mighty have fallen,
The
eh?
8th
I mean,
place.
I was gassed at third.
Well,
I mean, I was gassed.
yeah.
Top four.
Definitely shows how we've both fallen down a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean, literally, I'll show you guys, I'll put a clip in there of me celebrating the
yeah.
penalty.
Yeah, you got a bit excited over the penalty.
Yeah, I dashed my phone, so to say. And honestly, this is a new microphone. I almost lobbed my phone straight at it within about an hour of me having it.
That would have been a bit awkward if you just broke your mic.
It would have been bad, yeah.
But you know, lucky.
Yeah, we've got a couple of topics we're going to be going through on here. We're going to try and have it about 40-45 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was going to say the season finished today, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to get this out. Hopefully not too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been some interesting things. Let's get into the first topic, shall we? Alright, this isn't the massively most professional thing. We've got all the topics listed on my phone, so we're looking at those. I'll try and get a couple of stats up while we're talking.
We'll make do.
But yeah, we'll sort it all out. So what we've gone for is we've gone for signing of the season, flop of the season, best game this season, player of the season, which team surprised you the most, the biggest overhype, the best 11, and the best manager. So there's some topics in there that me and you will agree on, and some that I don't think we will. We definitely won't.
Yeah.
There's a couple we've already somewhat discussed that we don't really see eye to eye on.
Yeah, well.
As is life, you know.
Should be a good discussion.
Got to have some sort of conversation there, haven't we? Yeah, let's get it started then. Signing of the season.
Signing of the season. Unfortunately, I've got to say Bruno Fernandes to United. Unfortunately.
The thing is, though, it's weird to say it though because he's only been here since February.
Yeah.
But definitely, there's.
But I think, yeah, in terms of impact, and in terms of just looking at the stats,
I mean, yeah, we were.
you can't look past Fernandes, really. I don't think.
I think we literally the game before we signed Bruno, we lost 2-0 to Burnley.
Yeah.
We were 8th in the league, and I think something like 16 points behind Leicester.
Yeah.
And now we've just finished 3 points ahead of them with a better goal difference.
Crazy, isn't it?
Unbeaten since he's joined. We've only lost one game, and that was to Chelsea.
Yeah. I don't think you can also underrate the importance of Pogba coming back as well.
Oh, definitely.
Don't get me wrong, Fernandes has been fantastic, but him and Pogba in that midfield have really sort of gelled.
I mean, yeah, people have been talking about how good Bruno's been, but it has also come into the same as Martial came back when he came in.
Yeah.
Pogba is now back since lockdown. He played a little bit. But yeah, it's not just Bruno, it's been everything around him really. It's Ollie getting his tactics right.
Yeah, but I think Bruno's been the catalyst for everything.
Oh, most certainly.
Everything's gone through him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also the case of just our back four gelling. We've sadly had Luke Shaw, who hasn't played for a while, who's been one of the more consistent ones, along with Wan-Bissaka. But yeah, it's looked good. So yeah, I think we're both agreeing.
Yeah.
Bruno.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I mean, there are a couple of honourable ones. I like to say.
What happened in the summer transfer
Yeah,
window?
I reckon you could put Pepe in there. He's done decent. I would say his best signing.
Yeah, I think with Pepe, because he has such a big price tag and he had such a good reputation in France,
definitely.
Everyone expected him to come and hit the ground running straight away.
Yeah.
And it's been a bit of a transitional period for him this season. Like, he hasn't hit the ground running like we thought he would.
Yeah.
Obviously Bruno has, but it's sometimes just down to personal preference with players. Like, it just sometimes they can adapt to different situations quicker. And the French league and the English league is two different worlds, isn't it? So
yeah.
I think under Arteta we've started to see Pepe come into his own a little bit more. I remember under Emery, he was being played out of position. He was being, our style of play was not suiting him. It was far too defensive. He was receiving the ball with his back to goal on the halfway line most of the time.
Yeah.
And you've seen in France where he thrives is where he's given the ball in an attacking position and he's given chance to run at their fullbacks. And that's he showed glimpses of that in his last sort of 10-15 games of the season.
I mean, he was the first person to run past Van Dijk at the start of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, literally before this season, he was in the Liga. He had the record in the top 5 divisions. He had the best dribble rate behind Messi.
Yeah, there you go.
Which definitely isn't so to be sniffed at. He's
No.
definitely shown glimpses of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he's about prices and stuff like that. Saying how Pepe was
72 mil.
Yeah. which
it puts a tag on him where people think because he's that expensive, he's going to suddenly come in straight away and start tearing the league up. But I think sometimes you just got to accept that it might take him a season or two to bed into the Premier League. But I do think that eventually we're going to see the best of him, 100%.
yeah, I mean, you're saying like I was thinking someone like because if we had this conversation for like 2-3 months into the season, Dan James would be up there for his price and how much he
Yeah, he had a
hit
great
the ground
start.
running.
I feel a little bit sorry for Dan James because he's 18, 19.
22.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, he's a bit older than I expected
No,
then.
it's Rashford.
But still, like, he had such a good start. He signed from Swansea.
Yeah.
The next United wonder kid, and he had such a good start. And everyone suddenly thinks, oh, okay, he's going to maintain it for the whole season.
Well, I mean, that's
Where-
what I forget as well. He got pushed out team by Mason Greenwood.
Yeah.
They've been phenomenal since
Yeah.
he came in. There's nothing keeping him out of the squad.
So when his form dips a little bit, naturally people are going to start saying, oh no, he's not what we thought he would be when he first started.
Yeah.
I think just that initial start was almost not false hope for United fans, but just almost a little bit of a like a honeymoon period.
Yeah,
And
it
you
looks
just
at-
got
and
to
then now
accept.
comparing him now to him then instead of just looking at him now as being
Yeah.
what he is like.
Yeah,
instead of-
100%.
Yeah, I've
Just got to
he's-
accept that there's going to be ups and downs in someone's
Oh,
career,
definitely,
and it's not
yeah.
going to be rosy the whole time.
I mean, it's his first season in since being at the Championship at Swansea. Swansea is a very different team to Manchester United.
Yeah,
Well, the reputation is incredibly different.
The pressure as well.
Oh,
You got to think, such a young man, all that pressure on his shoulders. He's going to, he's going to make a few mistakes here and there, but I think he'll become good in the end.
so probably the last name I'll chuck into the hat for best signing. I hate to say it, but Pulisic should be damn good.
Yeah, good shout
Signed
actually.
from Dortmund, he wasn't. Obviously, he was ridiculously expensive as well. But he's had similar impacts that Hazard did for probably half the price that Real Madrid paid for Hazard
Yeah.
to buy him off them.
No, he's. I think he's coming to his own more at the end of the season. Pulisic, hasn't he?
Saved Chelsea a
Yeah.
lot. He looked scary.
He's looked, against Liverpool the other night. He looked excellent.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I got to say, in the cup semi-final as well.
You got me worried.
Yeah. I'm worried about the cup final next week from an Arsenal perspective. Seeing how we defended today and against Villa, someone like Pulisic. And just Giroud as well. You just know that he's going to score against us again. Like
Honestly,
in the Europa League final last year.
I hate Giroud. He is just somehow very good.
Yeah,
He just turns.
he's
up
underrated,
every
isn't
now
he?
and then. Yeah,
I think he's underrated.
definitely by a lot of Arsenal. Like the fact that you got rid of him is so cheap.
Yeah.
He was free, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
his contract ran out.
it's incredible. So
Oh,
yeah,
well.
the complete flip side of signing this season, the biggest flop of the season.
Ndombele from Tottenham.
Oh, that's a good shout. I mean,
He came with a real reputation.
I do feel bad for him though because he looked okay at times and just Mourinho's just shot him as the really.
Classic
second-
Mourinho.
Yeah, so like Pogba, Martial at United,
Yeah.
and he's properly got rid of Ndombele. I mean, Sissoko's not been good since he's been. There's just one of the Chelsea Tottenham
Lo
players.
Celso as well.
Lo Celso, he was one of the people that they were trying to get for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the people, I hate to say it 'cause he's a young kid, but Gedson Fernandes,
Yeah.
he was signed by Tottenham for like 50 million, saying that he's the next wonder kid. Plays like 4 or 5 games this season properly. He just hasn't done anything since.
Yeah, right. Mourinho's not going to play the kids, is he? It's not really his style,
No,
unfortunately.
never has been. I mean, it's like he probably should have gone to United in the end, but
Yeah.
I don't think he would have played. Yeah, to be honest, there hasn't been very many flops this season.
No, a lot of people are quick to say Pepe, aren't they, for flop? But at the end of the day, like, I think he's been directly involved in 18 goals this season. I think.
I'd probably
around
say
that.
up until maybe February, I'd agree.
Yeah.
With the fact that he would be up there as a flop, but he is coming to his own recently.
Yeah.
He's definitely like got into the side, and Arteta knows how to use him.
That's it. Yeah. He was
Properly.
being used wrong by Emery. 100%.
Yeah,
You got to
he's-
think being used in your first season in the Premier League, and you go under 3 different managers as well.
Yeah,
Like that can't be good because you're constantly getting new styles of play, which is going to affect
he's
your game.
young still as well. He's
Yeah.
not, like, he's not an old one.
24, isn't he? I think
Yeah.
23, 24.
I mean, he definitely has a style now. We saw it with Tierney's goal today in
Yeah.
Aubameyang's against City, where he loves to bomb down the wing, cut inside instead of shooting like a lot of people bend it.
Yeah.
He goes that really deep ball,
Yeah.
which like either you have to has to be power for a corner, keeper has to claim it, and sometimes it's shaky, or it's sometimes just an easy little tap in.
Yeah. I do think that he needs to work on his right foot a little bit because he's
Definitely 1/3.
he's a little bit too predictable. I know. Like you said, saying about Arjen Robin, and you knew what he was going to do, but you couldn't stop him.
Yeah, it's the Robin move.
But
yeah.
I think you've seen a lot of fullbacks this season sort of catch on to what he's been
No,
doing,
yeah.
and you just show him the line, and he's going to cut in sooner or later. And a lot of people have managed to negate what he's been trying.
Yeah.
But Yeah. And he's so fast as well. If he can sort of cut inside and then go back on the outside, and he's got all that space because the fullback shown in the line. So he's obviously he's gone to cut in and he's going to come back out.
Yeah.
He's got all that space around him and he's a quick player, but that means you've got to have a good cross on your right foot if we're going to play him on the right wing. And so far he's shown nothing to convince me that he's got half a decent of a right foot at the moment. So it's always room for improvement with every player, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're going to agree on Ndombele at the end of the season.
And he's a Tottenham player as well, so
yes,
that just makes me feel better as well.
But yeah, if you're going to drag your own player for the dirt, I reckon, as sad as it is to say, he has been good this season, but Maguire will probably be up there for a lot of people.
Yeah.
He hasn't performed recently. He's had quite a few different errors leading to goals.
Yeah, no,
And
I'd
he's
go
the
along
most
with that.
expensive centre back of all time.
Yeah.
Like he got nutmegged by Stanislas to get finished opposed. He got.
He just looks slow and he just looks very ponderous on the ball. Like when he seems like he's not switched
Chelsea, on. Like I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he played the whole of the second half concussed.
Maybe.
It would make sense.
Maybe.
Because he was doing pirouettes. He was.
Oh yeah, because he had that clash with Bailly, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was down for a good long. Like Bailly had to go to hospital.
Yeah. I mean,
they had the exact same power on it, so he would have been hit the exact same way.
I would hope that the medics would not let him go on if he was concussed.
But Karius claimed he was concussed the whole Champions League final, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, yeah, obviously he's going to claim that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I think we're going to both agree on Ndombele.
Yeah. And honourable mention goes to Maguire.
Don't do my man like that. God. Alright, the next one is best match this season.
Yeah,
there's been some corkers.
There's been some good matches. I think you got to look at the Chelsea v Liverpool game last Wednesday, 5-3 to Liverpool. Obviously, there wasn't too much to play for. Well, there was from a Chelsea perspective, but Liverpool already won the league.
Liverpool, they just turned up to have fun. They didn't care how many conceded, how many they scored. They just turned up to have fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't. If you're gonna it's a neutral, maybe a La Liga fan or a Serie A fan watching that game, you wouldn't be too impressed.
No.
It reminded me of a Bundesliga game, like a very high scoring, just attack game.
Yeah, 100%.
There wasn't an incredible amount of quality on show, but it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
It was one of those games where you wanted to play it for half an hour because it's just a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and like Chelsea, Chelsea looked very vulnerable at the back, but so did Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool
just
made
goals,
mistakes.
goals, it's end to end.
I mean, what was it? The third Chelsea goal where Van Dijk and Gomez ran into each other and fell over.
Yeah, you didn't know what was going on. They're probably still drunk from the party.
Probably still are. They were probably drinking at half time.
Probably, wouldn't surprise me. Probably Klopp's in there with his beer, German beer.
Yeah, exactly. There's been a couple other games I'm going to chuck into the hat. The Man United Sheffield United 3-0.
Good game that, yeah, very good game.
That game upset me up until 2-0. Phil Jones falling over constantly. Our defence was on the ropes. And then, to be fair to Ollie, he made a couple of changes, brought on the likes of Mason Greenwood, changed our shape. 3 goals in 8 minutes, I think it was.
Yeah, it was around that.
And it's disappointing that I think he brought off Martial, brought another defender. We sat back a bit. They scored in the 93rd minute to equalise.
Yeah, it was that controversial handball, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where it hit his shoulder or just like
it was
the very top of his sort of tricep, I think.
It's one of those ones where
they said it wasn't they said it was accidental.
It's
so
definitely got stricter
goals
than I
down.
reckon recently.
Yeah.
With the whole handball. I reckon if that whole thing happened more recently, I reckon it probably wouldn't have been given.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's hindsight 2020.
Yeah. I think another good game you could throw in there would be the first North London derby of the season. Not the second one, we're not going to talk about that. But
definitely not.
The 2-2 at the Emirates. We were 2-0 down.
Yeah.
Kane scored a penalty. Kane scored a penalty. Mustafi had a shocking challenge when he was diving in all over the place. He's actually looked a lot better since Arteta came in. We got a goal back full half time with Lacazette. Really nice touch. Shot like a big powerful shot at the near post with his left peg, and then we sort of were on top for basically the whole second half. Aubameyang eventually got a goal. I think it was Guendouzi or Ceballos who assisted him.
I think it was Ceballos actually.
Yeah, but Aubameyang, he got he's got his toe on it and just poked it beyond. Then we got a third goal, but it was just offside. But it was a real end-to-end game, and
North London derbies usually are.
They are. Games. There's usually a lot of goals in them.
It wasn't until Mourinho turned up and became part of the
yeah, there you go. Classic Mourinho.
Yeah, there has been some pretty high-scoring games as well. We've got the likes of Leicester equaling the record.
Yeah,
Man City 1 short against Watford.
Yeah.
There's been some very high-scoring games, but I wouldn't put them up there as best games this season just because it's so one-sided.
Yeah,
I like the games that were close.
they're close and they're high scoring.
They were high scoring and close. Yeah, so you had like the United game was 6 goals. You had the Liverpool game was 8 goals.
Yeah,
Even looking at it, you had a couple of games that weren't as high scoring but still good end-to-end affairs.
100%.
I'm thinking, as much as you may hate to think about it, was the Arsenal game. Was it Brighton? Was it 3-2 that you went to? Or was it Crystal Palace?
Crystal Palace.
Was that one where it was quite a lot of VAR drama? Although it wasn't the greatest.
Although I went to.
Game. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, Arsenal against Palace at home. Yeah, we went 2-0 up. Both centre backs scored for us. And then the game changed when the ref thought that Zaha dived, so gave him a yellow card. It went to VAR, decided it was a penalty. They scored a penalty. It's 2-1.
Yeah.
We then conceded another one after half time, so it's 2-2. And then Socrates scores with about 10 minutes left. So we're all celebrating, going mental, and then we're like, "Oh no, it's a VAR check for checking for something." And they found the most ridiculous thing that
They like honestly.
it was
VAR,
it was so I can't actually remember off the top of my head what it was, but I just remember
was
it
it
was
a foul?
yeah, it was a foul,
Yeah.
but it was like a long time before we scored, and
Yeah.
it just made it was not a clear and obvious error either.
No.
So I think we could probably do a whole another podcast on VAR
Yeah,
and our
that-
opinions.
Just out the issue of VAR is literally
Yeah,
when you score a goal, they don't look at the goal and go, "Let's have a look at that. Let's see if there's anything obvious." They go, "Let's have a look at every single thing in this checklist.
Yeah.
What could have happened wrong there?
Yeah.
And if any single one of them happened, it's not a goal."
it's taking the fun out of celebrating a goal
Yeah.
because you're thinking in the back of your mind, "Oh, what if he was? What if that was a foul? What if he was offside in the build
Yeah,
up?"
it's like,
you don't know because they're
Man
going to check.
United
They're going to
Villa.
look at everything, aren't they?
Yeah, it's Man United drew 2-2 with Villa, and Tyrone Mings scores, and I think it was the Old Trafford game. He
Yeah.
scores and doesn't celebrate because he thought it was offside.
Oh yeah.
So it goes in, he just walks off, just like, "Oh, I guess it's offside, doesn't count." VAR checks as a goal, and just no one's to celebrate.
Yeah, it's just
because
a bit
everyone
awkward.
thought it was offside.
Yeah. Well,
It's ridiculous,
Yeah.
really.
you know, that's how the game's going, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, this is one that I know that we definitely don't agree on. Is
Okay.
player of the season.
Player of the season. Do you want to go first, then?
Yeah, well, Footy right here with Jordan Henderson. I'm not going to let him have that.
No.
I'm
Absolutely not.
I'm giving it to KDB. Assist
Okay.
record. He's some of the games that I watched him play. Was against. He was amazing against you guys the second game, but the first one, where every single shot he took was like a rocket off the post or top corner.
Oh yeah,
He was incredible that game. What was it? How many assists? 18 this season?
I think so. Yeah, he equalled Henry's record, I believe.
It's ridiculous some of the numbers he's getting,
Yeah.
and he's getting it consistently as well.
No, he's one of the best players
Oh,
of this
most
era,
certainly.
100%.
Yeah, one of the best players in the league in the season.
Consistently up there, isn't
Especially in Man City's had this high scoring, and he's one of the main reasons for it.
he? Mhm.
Contribute with goals and assists, and even when he's not scoring, he's doing his little pings over the top. And yeah, just every time I've looked at him, he's just been very impressive. He's the type of person you'd go, if he's in my team, we'd definitely be doing better.
Yeah, 100%.
Who you go for?
My player of the season would have to be Sadio Mane, as they
Oh,
say in Liverpool. That was a pretty shocking South
It
accent.
was pretty shocking.
Shocking. But anyway, yeah, I'd say Mane. I just think the amount of times that he's dragged Liverpool out of
Yeah.
sort of awkward situations. There's so many games this season where you can think where they should have dropped points,
Like Salah struggling, Firmino
Yeah.
struggling, just Mane.
and Mane will
changing.
pop up. Yeah, that I think that Villa away game comes to mind when they were 1-0 down after
Yeah.
like 89 minutes,
Yeah, it's fair.
and he comes and is really involved in those 2 goals, and they win 2-1.
It's just,
um,
just some performances from him this season.
Yeah, there's been so many games where Liverpool have looked pretty poor, but they got the win at the end of the day, and a lot of it was down to Mane's persistence.
We just acknowledge as well this best ever Premier League side didn't
Yeah,
even hit 100 points.
no, not. I disagree. They're the best ever Premier League side, 100%.
So many sides.
I would even
over the
say
years.
I'd go as far as saying that their team last year was better.
Yeah,
You gotta
they
think-
scored more, conceded less.
That's it.
They only had two more points this season.
Yeah,
I think they were more resilient this season. That's for certain.
probably. Yeah,
They're definitely.
they won the Champions League last season as well.
Yeah, they fought harder this season. I think for results, they ground them out a lot more.
Yeah, they've, oh, yeah,
There's a lot
they've,
more like
they've grounded them
1-0,
out.
2-1s.
Yeah,
than was last season.
100%. Last year the teams they were just blowing teams away,
Yeah, not this
but
season.
this
Well,
season they've ground a lot more performances out.
The thing is that Liverpool, they seem to be a side that the second they fall like slightly short of something, they're properly motivated for the next season.
Yeah,
Like saw it, they lost in the Champions League final, won it the next year.
yeah,
This season, when they're the holders, struggled. They lost to Is it RB Leipzig or is it Salzburg? Something one of those two.
Salzburg, yeah.
They lost to Napoli.
Yeah.
Lost to Atletico Madrid twice.
Mhm.
So that's 4 losses in the first 9 games in Champions League. It's not a great hold. And then I reckon since they won the league as well, I reckon the team that we've seen since they won the league is the team that we're going to see next season.
Yeah, how come?
It's just that.
Do you not think they're going to re-pick it up for next season?
No.
And they've got someone to play for?
No, definitely not. I feel like they're a side that builds off of failure and they have nothing to build off of after this season. The likes of maybe they might go and try and win a cup or next season just so what that side has won everything.
I just think Klopp's relentless though, and I just don't think he's going to stand for anything less than another big performance next season.
Just Liverpool have, although they're not old, they have an ageing squad and they're not at all investing in it.
Ageing squad, do they?
I mean, what is it? Salah's 28, Mane's in his late 20s, Henderson's early 30s.
I guess.
Van Dijk's late 20s, although centre back is usually about 30 is when he hits.
You got
peak.
2 fullbacks, so you're still very young.
Fullbacks. To be honest, their fullbacks are probably something they can build on.
Yeah.
That'll be the future of their squad. Will be their fullbacks.
I would have thought so. Yeah.
Like
really, really good.
Unlike a lot of teams like a Chelsea or United this season or Arsenal, they're starting with a young team and building up. Whereas Liverpool started with a middle-aged, decent team.
Yeah.
Just improved them a bit, and now they've. I reckon they've hit their peak now.
Well, yeah, it's going to be very hard to top 99 points next season, especially with you can see teams next season are going to be much better as well. Like United will be up there, Chelsea will certainly be up there.
I mean, United.
I'd like to think Arsenal would be, but I doubt it. No, I'm sure Man City. Pep's not going to.
He's not going to allow.
Pep's not going to allow another 15-20 point deficit to Liverpool, is he? So
what was it? What did they finish on the season?
Late 70s, early 80s, I think. Yeah. I can't off the top of my head.
I think
they were good. They were good 15-20 points behind them.
Yeah, I think Man United, when City got the 100 points, United came second with 81 points.
Yeah,
and everyone said that it was a one-horse race.
Yeah,
I'm pretty certain Man City got less points than United did that season.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. It sounds about right, but yeah, no, I can't see there being such a big gap next season.
He won't allow it.
He won't allow it. Pep's just one of those guys. He's relentless, isn't he? He's going to demand the best out of his players.
If not, he's buying people. I'm off to Barcelona.
Yeah. The only thing is, if they win the Champions League, if they win the Champions League in this summer, I think that might be sort of the end of Pep's achievements in Man City, because
it wouldn't surprise me.
That's the
one
trophy that's eluded him in this whole time at Man City, hasn't he?
Cup Winners' Cup, I guess. But
well, yeah, I guess. But they should obviously they've never won a Champions League in their history, so that's the one trophy that they really desperately want. I think Pep's gonna go all out for that. So if he wins it, there might be a little bit of a lull. But like I say, knowing Pep, he's still gonna demand the best out of his players.
I mean,
so I'm sure Man City will be back out there next season.
Yeah, we see with Pep that he always buys big and he builds a squad, but he's never known for rebuilding a squad.
No,
he usually build a squad, run it into the ground.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. You saw that at Bayern.
He did it at Bayern, he did it at Barcelona.
Yeah.
And now he's at Man City, where he's built a squad that is incredible. Yeah. And I mentioned the likes of De Bruyne and Aguero as well. They're not getting any younger.
No.
And Aguero is definitely injury prone. De Bruyne's proven himself to be injury prone recently. David Silva's retiring.
Yeah.
They haven't got any centre backs.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing that's let them down this season.
Koulibaly is probably who they're going for.
Yeah, but someone like Kompany, they would have really held in this season.
They've missed him. Yeah, so they've missed not replacing Kompany. They haven't. Man City, I wouldn't say they're a walkover team. They're quite a soft team. There's no one you look at in Man City and go, if I tackle this person hard, this person's booted me in the dressing room.
True. Yeah.
You'd have a look. If you go hard like a Sterling, Kompany's following you home.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas there's just no one there. Who's their captain now? Is it Fernandinho or is it?
Might be. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I can just imagine Fernandinho. If someone boots a player, he's like, please don't do that again.
Yeah.
He's not a half man that you're not.
You've seen a lot of times, especially away this season, where they've gone behind early and haven't recovered because they haven't had the character to recover.
Yeah, I mean, you had the Kompany's goal that won them the league when he absolute belter.
Against Leicester, yeah.
Yeah, they just haven't got anybody that's a natural leader that can. Instead of leading by example, which Kompany did quite a lot,
Kompany was immense for him, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's just he was not only did he lead by example, but he led by attitude as well. Just how aggressive he was, and that just made everybody else join with him.
100%.
They just missed that. And there's a few teams with it anymore. Like, there's a few teams with character. Like the days of the Roy Keanes and everyone like that.
You don't see it much anymore, do you?
No, I see the only person that's a bit of a brute is maybe Van Dijk.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
But at the same time, he does seem a little bit of a softie to me.
Yeah, I
I don't know why. It's kind of that instinct.
I still think, someone like John Fleck at Sheffield United,
Yeah.
you're not going to have much past him. And someone like Kieran Tierney at Arsenal, he's going to be a leader in the future.
Yeah, as well, like...
You know when you see a guy with a shirt tucked in, that it means business.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like maybe Bruno as well, a similar vein. I mean, we saw some of the tackles today. Brandon Williams is going to kick the shit out of you.
Yeah. He just gets the yellow card every game, it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying before.
He loves a good tackle, doesn't he?
Yeah, I was saying to you, Waters, where the ground is hard, Brandon Williams gets a yellow card. There's just some things that's going to happen, and you can't stop it.
No.
I'm pretty certain because I'm a betting man, I was having a look at some of the bookies. I think there's a game where Manchester United were less likely to score than Brandon Williams was likely to get a yellow card.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Wow. When was that? That must have been like January time.
Yeah, it was around January time, yeah.
Not before Bruno came.
No, it's definitely before Bruno came, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like... It was somewhat even odds for Man United to score that game, whereas Brandon Williams was like, if you put in £1, you're like £1.50 back.
Jeez.
And you knew he was getting a yellow card.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's something that he needs to work on, probably. It's just keep
he's
his
a
head
bit
a little
too
bit more.
aggressive.
It's good to be aggressive, but you need to control it.
It's good to have character and good to have heart, but yeah, you definitely need to control it.
You can't just be stupid and just
no,
go
you can't
blind
just
in
kick people
tackles.
when you feel like it.
Yeah.
Definitely not. We've gone on a massive tangent here.
We have. What we've been talking
We're
about?
talking about player of the season.
Oh my word. We're not talking about Brandon Williams when we're talking about
Yeah,
player
we've
of the season.
gone from KDB, Mane, Brandon Williams.
Yeah, I don't know how that's really
I
happened.
don't know how we've got here, because
But-
he's definitely not player of the season.
No. Yeah, far from it.
Alright then, which team has surprised you the most?
Oh, there's a few good shouts.
Yeah.
My pick would be a bit of a dark horse, but it'd be Wolves. A lot of people
Yeah.
would probably say, oh, well, Wolves have got such a good team already. But my reasoning for this is because, obviously, after last season, I think they came sixth or fifth last season.
Sixth, I believe.
Yeah.
Man United came fifth.
Yeah. So last season they were excellent, and they got Europa League.
Yeah.
And you saw the start of this season. They had a poor start, and I for one thought, they're in the Europa League now. They've got so many more games.
They're
That's going to affect them.
compete on all
But
fronts.
they've really come back well, and they pushed Chelsea and United and Leicester well.
Yeah, they did.
And
to be
I
fair.
think
I was worried about one point.
they only finished 4 or 5 points behind you. So I think credit due. They've done excellent this season.
But yeah, with what Wolves were saying about, I think it was something like if they beat Chelsea, they were sixth and back in the Europa League next season.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be. I think they're not in Europa League next season now, sadly. But who knows? They might win it. They could be in the Champions League next season.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I think Wolves deserve a lot of credit for how they've come back. Because I think it's been very easy for them to slide to a sort of mid to lower table finish this season,
definitely.
especially without amount of extra games
They
they've
didn't have
got.
any excuse to as well.
Yeah, but they've really, since sort of September and October, they've really come back into it well. So
Yeah.
I'd have to say, the ones that surprised me most would have to be Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Sadly though, if we had this discussion probably 3-4 months ago before lockdown,
Yeah,
Sheffield United would be up there.
yeah,
Like they were
yeah.
fighting for top four at one point.
Top four. They were there.
Now they're what?
Ninth.
Yeah, they're just around the table.
The mighty Arsenal picked them on the final day for 8th place.
Oh, I'm gonna repeat myself. How the mighty have fallen. Yeah,
Mate, you got to clear onto what you clear onto.
Sheffield United looked good at one point. And they have shown glimpses. And
Yeah,
So they smashed Tottenham. Was it 3-0?
3-1.
3-1 was it?
And they beat Chelsea as well.
Yeah, they beat Chelsea 3-0. That was 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so they've beaten some big sides.
They're a very defensively solid team. I think I was looking earlier. They're only the top 3 have conceded less goals than Sheffield United this season. They've conceded 30, I believe.
It's amazing.
Which is
So,
for a team that was in the Championship last season.
yeah,
That's quite an incredible
team that
stat.
was towered. Probably finished bottom of the table by most
Yeah.
people.
Most people, when you think about it, I was going to pick them
Yeah, I put bottom of the table.
table, and they've come ninth.
Yeah, I'll have to admit it. I put bottom of the table.
Yeah, and I think if it wasn't for lockdown, sort of stopping that momentum, we could have seen them finish in the Europa League, maybe even fourth.
You're surprised.
But I think, I know they've had a bad end, but you've got to give Chris Wilder and the Sheffield United guys
And
an
some of his
enormous
tactics
amount
and
of credit.
Just some of the tackles are nutty.
They're a tough team. Like, they're not a particularly pretty team to watch.
No, definitely
But
not.
they're a classic Chris Wilder. They're a tough team to break
they
down.
have, overlapping centre backs, which
Yeah.
I've never seen before.
No.
I mean, what was it? We were looking at earlier. Was it John Egan? Like something like 5 goals for him.
John Fleck,
John Fleck, that's the one.
5 goals, yeah.
5 goals at centre
Centre
back,
back.
and I don't think many of them are headers either. Like
No.
you'd expect like a centre back, like a Van
From set
Dijk,
pieces,
someone
yeah.
to win headers and from corners get their goals.
Yeah.
I don't think many of them were. I think a lot of them were from open play and like shots or headers.
Yeah, no, credit to them.
Yeah, it's definitely not something we've seen before. They use the centre backs in that way.
Yeah.
So you have to say man respect, but I'd agree with you there. Definitely Wolves have been.
Yeah. I think Leicester, you've got to look as well.
Leicester, you got yeah.
They were really flying at one point.
They were.
Sort of around Christmas time, weren't they? They've fallen
Yeah,
off a
Leicester's
lot.
really hard to look at, but at the same time, yeah, they have been injury plagued. That's
Yeah.
Chilwell being out,
Madison.
Herrera, Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a long list. They've got a long injury list, but a lot of teams do. And you look at that, Leicester have built a pretty decent side.
They have.
It's
That
yeah.
midfield was excellent at one
Yeah,
point.
Tielemans, Ndidi, Madison.
Yeah.
There's very few better in the league.
100%. 100%.
Definitely very few more functional.
Yeah.
Because they've got a side that they've got just the Ndidi that can mop up. They've got Madison who's very creative, and just Tielemans is everywhere.
Yeah, he's all like Kante, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Sort of in that. He's just box to box all over the place, making tackles.
I mean, as well, you have to say praise to Jamie Vardy as well. Again, Golden Boot winner.
Yeah, fair play, fair play. I can't say I like the guy, but you got to respect.
Scores goals.
He's an excellent striker. Yeah.
What was it,
He-
like 9
he gets
in non-league?
Yeah, he gets into the opposition's head as well. Is something that I find. He winds defenders up and
He's
he
having a party.
draws he draws them into making fouls and giving penalties away and just losing their heads.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the people that you go.
He's always in the box. He's like a fox in the box, isn't he?
Yeah, he's one of the people you look at and you go, if we stop him, we'll win the game.
Yeah,
He somehow finds some sort of way.
yeah,
I know there's the record of most goals scored in consecutive games. Was it Van Nistelrooy had it previously?
yeah.
And then he
That
was
was a Leicester title year. That
he
got
was
that.
one behind playing Manchester United to get it. And we're like, oh, it's fine. We'll
Yeah.
neutralise him.
Yeah, yeah.
All we've got to do is make sure he doesn't score. We're 3-0 up, we're laughing. Vardy runs through, equals it.
Yep.
And just you know he's the one you have to stop, but he just can't.
Yeah, well, that season in particular, obviously they played on the counter attack really well, didn't they? With Mahrez,
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Kante, and you had Vardy. You're talking about the title Leicester. Yeah, they played.
Was it all Brighton as well on that team?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they had those overlapping full backs, and they just hit you. They would soak up pressure and just hit you on the counter, lightning fast.
Yeah, not only that, they did get very lucky in terms of they won the league in a season where everyone was shit.
Yeah, it's quite similar to this season actually.
Yeah, I mean they won it
in
on
that sense.
one of the record low points in the season.
Yeah.
They won it on something like 80 odd points.
81, I believe.
Yeah, I
I think.
they had the exact same amount of points that Man United did when we came second behind Man City.
Yeah.
Their Centurion, yeah.
There you go.
So it's definitely, Leicester, definitely a decent side, but I'd say the team is definitely surprised us most of Wolves.
Wolves. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, then, we're getting to our last few topics now. We're going to go into biggest overhype.
Ooh, biggest overhype. That is.
We've definitely got some ones that we agree on.
What about the generational talent? Hudson-Odoi?
Generation talent, or best manager ever, Frank Lampard.
Yeah, there
the
you go.
England saviour.
Yeah, we're not massive fans of Chelsea. If you haven't been able to work out already.
No,
No,
definitely not.
no.
I mean, just they get piped off by the media.
Yeah.
Hudson-Odoi
The media
is-
have loved Chelsea this season.
I mean, yeah, Frank Lampard, you know, best thing since sliced Lampards, and Ollie, his PE teacher, one's third, one's fourth. Just,
Yeah,
That's all you've got to say.
there you go.
Lampard, as though he has done good this season, has taken a side that 3 years ago won the league,
Yeah.
and has now got them excited to get top four.
Yeah, true. It's a tough one, Chelsea, 'cause they do play nice football,
Yeah.
but they lost 12 games this season and they finished fourth.
It's
If that tells you how poor the league's been, when you can lose 12, that's literally losing one every 3 games almost,
Yeah.
and you get fourth place. That's pretty crazy.
I mean, yeah, like United, we lost 9 this season, but we
Yeah.
drew 12.
Yeah,
Imagine dropping points in
Wanderers.
21 games and still finishing third.
yeah, madness, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we dropped points in over half of our games, and we still came third.
Yeah. So that really shows you, the league hasn't quite been at
It's-
the highest of quality this season.
It's definitely like a La Liga style league where it's Barcelona and Real Madrid or
Yeah, Unfortunately, so yeah.
Dortmund and Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Or,
Let's hope next season it's a bit more competitive.
yeah, because sadly we used to brag about we had the best league in the world, where Arsenal could win it, Tottenham could win it, Man City could win it, Liverpool could win it, Man United could win it, Chelsea could win it. We had a long list of people that could win it. Leicester won it once.
Yeah.
Whereas now we just go, oh, Man City, Liverpool, who's
Yeah.
going to win this year? We can't
Very
really,
much.
yeah, not really much argument.
I do think
for
next
us.
season will be a good league.
I hope so.
Whether Chelsea will have enough to hold out for a title challenge, they might start well, but I don't think they're going to have the
I think they're going to be very
consistency.
similar to this season, to be honest.
Really? You think
Yeah.
they're going to do better?
Well,
With
I
Werner,
don't think they'll score more
Ziyech?
goals.
Yeah.
They've still got a very solid defence.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Their problem this season isn't scoring goals. I think it's something they have an average, second best average goals per game in the league. They just concede way too many.
Yeah.
There was some sort of, I can't remember what it was, there was a stat going around of,
They can't defend crosses.
oh yeah,
At all.
the worst team in the league in terms of corners.
Yeah.
But it was, I think it was the Liverpool game, it popped up. Away from home, Chelsea are the second best teams in terms of scoring goals, but the 19th best team in terms of conceding.
Blimey.
So they're incredible at scoring, but very, very leaky at the back. And so like they scored something like 45 or 46 goals, don't quote me on it,
Yeah.
away from home, which is very good.
Oh, that's good.
It's like 19 games, but they then conceded 2 less than that.
Oh, really?
They'd shipped something, they scored something like 40,
That doesn't
and
surprise
shipped
me,
a
yeah.
couple less.
Yeah.
So although they have incredible attacking talent, I mean, Giroud is chipping in goals, Tammy Abraham started well, Pulisic, as I mentioned earlier,
Pulisic, yeah, he's a good player. Really good
they
player.
just can't defend.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's going to creep up on you after a while, isn't it?
Yeah, he had the likes of Frank
Defensive
Lampard.
frailties.
He was a very good goal scorer midfielder. It's just we're going to have to see if he has any prowess in terms of coaching defending of his team.
Yeah.
Because unless they get some sort of good defenders in, they're going to struggle next season in terms of not conceding. I mean, you can always be a good side and not concede in terms of if you're constantly attacking. But one day you're going to get found out. A team like a Burnley is going to sit back and just going to hit you from like a corner or something.
Yeah. It's happened a lot this season with them, hasn't it, Chelsea?
Yeah, they just played well with the better side and just lost because they just can't defend.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at transfer rumours and only one defender has popped up linked to Chelsea.
Really?
John Stones.
Okay. No, that'd be good. I think that'd be a good signing for them. to be
I think
fair.
it'd be better than what they've got now.
Yeah.
But when you can't get in the Man City defence that has Otamendi and a makeshift CDM as your centre backs,
True.
that's the questions have to be asked. I don't think he's the greatest in the air either.
I do think it'll be.
I
I think Stones will make that defence better though.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, if you're looking at the likes of Ziyech, Werner, linked to Havertz, all these players they're linked to and they bought, he's not in the same category in terms of quality.
Oh no, of course not. But yeah, you can't always get the top of the market. I guess sometimes you've got to just settle for someone a little bit lower.
Someone settle for a top player.
Yeah.
We just keep getting on tangents. To be fair, at least we're staying in the same club this time.
Yeah.
I said Lampard because they were hype. I don't know if we made that properly clear. You said, I guess you did. You said generational talent has the joy.
Yeah, a lot of Chelsea fans really blow him off.
Oh yeah, they're saying, oh look out, watch this space. This season, Callum Hudson-Odoi is the best player in the league.
Yeah.
Doesn't even play.
No, he's not even picked.
No, he comes on like the 80th minute when they're either losing 3-0 or winning 3-0.
Yeah.
He's like this season's Foden.
Yeah.
Because Man City, they used to just bring Foden on when they knew they've won or they knew they've lost. That's what Hudson-Odoi is this season for Chelsea. So maybe he might kick on next season, but from what I've seen this season, I'm not massively impressed.
Who knows? They might pick on next season. Who knows?
To be fair, we have got some very
Plenty
very
attacking
good
talent.
young talent in England, as I said.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, what? We're going to have Tammy Abraham, we're going to have
Saka.
Hudson-Odoi, Saka, Sancho, Greenwood,
Yeah.
Foden.
It's certainly looking bright for the English
Yeah,
national team
definitely.
future. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not forget people like Rashford's still young.
Yeah. Yeah. People forget how he's still like 22.
Yeah, I mean, he was our best player.
He's been around for like 4 years now,
He
but
was our best player when we lost to Iceland. And he played 10 minutes. That was,
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
that was ridiculous. That was what, 4 years ago?
2016 Euros. Yeah.
Yeah. It's immense. It's weird though, that seems like longer. And then this one is one that I think me and you have discussed already.
Yep.
Best 11. Let's
Okay.
not dwell too much on it in terms of running through the stats because time's ticking on, it's starting to rain.
Yeah. It's getting a bit cold out there. As well.
Yes. We didn't time this too well.
No.
Best
Yeah,
11, let's run through it then. Someone had a plan, we agreed on we still agree on Dean Henderson.
Yeah, he's
But
been
it's,
good.
it's between him and
Dean Henderson's going to help United a lot.
When he comes back to United next season, it's going to be great.
You've got to think the amount of goals that De Gea's leaked.
Yeah, I think it's. The weird thing is, I think it's 4 errors leading to goals this season. It feels like more. But in terms of errors leading to goals, the things like when we conceded to Bergwijn, when he shot and De Gea deflected it in,
Poor
that
goalkeeper.
doesn't go down as an error counted to goals.
You've got to look at the cup semi-final as well.
Oh yeah.
Both the first 2 goals, Giroud's goal, I think he should have done better with that.
Yeah. But you can't blame
the
him
second goal,
completely. But secondly,
the second goal is unforgivable, really.
Definitely.
Should never ever
I would
be getting
say,
beat. Yeah. You should never be getting beat from that range. Any professional goalkeeper should be getting the body behind that and probably not even parrying it, just picking it up.
Yeah, just gathering it.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got Dean Henderson.
Yep.
Pains us a set, put a Scouser at right back.
Yeah.
Trent, because he just continues to perform. He continues to score goals and get assists.
We didn't say Trent for the English youth, did we? That's another promising English young player.
It's crazy.
Trent. Yeah. So Trent would be we're playing a back 4, aren't we? So Trent would be a right back. Yeah. So the 2 centre backs.
Van Dijk.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw in John Fleck.
Yeah, high scoring.
Yeah, high scoring centre back. You got to look at, like I said earlier, only the top 3 have conceded less goals than Sheffield United this season.
Yeah.
So I think John Fleck's been solid.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely helped with the likes of Dean Henderson because he's very good. Dean Henderson is quite good at claiming kept balls, but he helps him out quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then we go for
Chilwell
at left back.
left back. It's a good shout.
To be fair, although it can be argued all that maybe Robertson deserves to be in there, I'd say Chilwell.
It's close.
Chilwell, yeah.
Yeah.
It's close, but Chilwell has been injured for a couple of weeks, and you see the difference in Leicester.
Yeah.
Literally, like
They
I
look
think
a different team, don't they?
like a
Without him.
completely different team like Chilwell and Pereira at the fullback.
Yeah.
Drop this back line, they haven't played the youngsters. They're a different side. They're leaking goals. Chilwell. I mean, the fact that he's rated at like 60 million and Man City want him, Man United want him. There's a
He's a
reason
good
for
player.
that.
He's a good attacking player, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's, like you say, since he's been injured, they've conceded a lot more goals.
Haven't scored as many.
Yeah, which shows that he's one of their key players.
Yeah, certainly.
100%.
Right, let's go into our midfield 3. We've gone for somewhat of a functional midfield. We've gone for an attacking midfielder, a somewhat central midfielder, and a DM.
Yeah.
We've gone for KDB, my player of the season.
Can't argue against that.
Bruno, our signing of the season.
Yeah.
And then Ndidi, who's just a very functional run around.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be everywhere. He's like the new Kante, effectively.
Yeah. Indeed, he's been excellent this season, hasn't he? And you can't argue against Bruno. Look at the impact that he's made since he's come into United. He's just transformed your team. It's been pretty unbelievable, really, to be honest.
Yeah, as you mentioned,
What he's done.
with KDB,
And
breaking his
can't-
assist record.
KDB's he's
Can't argue it.
Yeah, he's been great, hasn't he?
He's a
Absolutely
beast.
great. Yeah. So front 3.
This is where we argued a little bit.
Yeah. So I think we agreed on Aubameyang,
Yep.
Arsenal
Vardy.
legend. Vardy, yeah. Golden boots are the top 2 scorers in the league. Then you were going to say Danny Ings,
I was
weren't
going to say
you?
Danny Ings because of the fact that he's dragged Southampton through quite a lot of chances. He's
Yeah.
definitely dragged them through games. To be fair, I reckon he's probably kept them in the league. Although they've done quite well in terms of league position.
Yeah.
If you remove Danny Ings' goals this season, what was it, 22, 23 goals this season?
Mhm.
Remove those goals, have someone like Che Adams in that position instead. He's not scoring 22, 23 goals. That's
No.
a lot less goals than that side. And they're not looking as secure as they are.
No.
So-
Someone like Shane Long's not going to do that job
No,
either.
exactly. They're not going to go shipping 20 plus goals this season. It's been his best season he's ever had, and it's definitely shown his little quality.
So I would put Mane ahead of Ings,
Yeah.
just purely on the basis that he won the league.
To be fair, for fairly similar reasons.
He's dragged Liverpool through some tough games this season, and also because I put him as my player of the season. So
You can't really not include him.
I can't not include my player of
No.
the season in my 11 of the season. So yeah, I would go
To be fair, I'm going to follow
Sadio
him.
Mane.
I'm going to allow the Mane.
Okay.
Because to be fair, I reckon from what we've discussed, you have Mane for similar reasons that I have as Danny Ings.
Yeah.
But one has won the league and one hasn't.
Yeah. There you go.
As much as
And I think let's be honest. If you put who would you rather have at Man United, Danny Ings or Sadio Mane?
oh exactly, Mane every day of the week.
Yeah, exactly. So I think you got to put the league winner in there.
Yeah,
But no, big props to Danny Ings. He had a sensational season.
yeah. I mean,
It's gone. It's weird because he's sort of gone largely unnoticed because
Yeah.
everyone's been looking at like Vardy, Aubameyang, Mane, Salah.
he's just
and he's gone under the radar.
Goal,
Yeah.
next game, goal.
But I didn't even realise that he was in even
No,
top 5 till about 2 months ago. I was
You
like,
have a look, you go,
didn't
oh, who's
realise.
top goal scorer this season? What the where's Danny Ings come from?
Because I mean, I'm not someone who watches Southampton that often,
No.
so you don't see him play that much. But I think you've got to give huge credit.
I mean, I used to say props to Hasenhuttl after they've looked good recently, especially after the shipping 9 goals to Leicester earlier in the season.
Yeah.
They could have easily crumbled and folded, but no, they look good.
Yeah, they were in the around Christmas time, New Year, they were in the relegation zone, in a serious fight, and they've really, I wouldn't say cruised it for the second half of the season, but it's been pretty comfortable surviving this season. So credit where credit's due.
Especially run over it, so we've gone for Dean Henderson, gone for Trent,
Van
Dijk, who do you say?
Fleck.
Chilwell, KDB, Bruno, Ndidi, Mane, Alba, Vardy.
Yep.
I'm going to finally end this off.
Yep.
Best manager of the season.
Arguable. There's a few candidates.
Yeah, definitely.
I would have to say Chris Wilder.
Yeah.
You got to look. I'd love to know the odds. What the odds were for Sheffield United to get relegated at the start of the season. I would have imagined that they were pretty good chance of them going down. Pretty good chance of them going down from the bookies, and I think it's been a little bit tainted at the end how they fell off.
Yeah.
But I think they've been excellent
Definitely
for the first 3 quarters of the season, and like I say, I've said it about 3 times now, but only the top 3 have conceded less goals.
Yeah, it's as well. It's has to check Nuno Espirito Santos in there.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned
Good
before,
shout,
the
good
Wolves
shout.
were our big shouts for surprise package this season.
Mhm.
You can't not mention the manager when you're talking about that.
No, 100%.
So yeah, Wolves have looked good this season. To be fair, I like Nuno when I watch him in interviews as well.
Yeah, he's charismatic, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think he's.
I like Wolves' style of play as well.
Yeah,
They've
definitely.
got some really good Portuguese talent.
Yeah, I like Adama Traore a lot.
Yeah, he's a tank. He's a tank.
He can fit in any team, I reckon.
Mhm.
I reckon he can go to any team. He can. I think him to Jimenez is the most used combination this season.
Is it?
Yeah. Which
That surprised me.
surprised me, yeah, but I think it's double digits in terms of Jimenez to Traore or Traore to Jimenez.
Yeah.
So can't go unnoticed. I think we probably have to wrap this up in a second.
Yes.
My laptop is soaked. My mic is soaked. Our cameras are a bit wet.
Yeah.
Your phone is a bit wet. My mouse is soaked. I'm a bit cold.
I'm getting quite cold as well now. Yeah.
Hopefully we probably wrap it up
Yeah.
then. We're going to see how quickly we can do this for. It's since lockdown is being eased, you're going to feel back to work again. It's not my timing. Yeah, so you'll be going back to work again.
Yeah.
I'm going
A
back
few
to work
weeks.
again in a couple of days.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully, like when the new season starts, we can do it like maybe once a month.
yeah,
Just like a
fair
little,
shout.
just a little monthly sort of roundup of the
Yeah, I
Premier
think I
League.
reckon
Talk about some other leagues as well. If we want.
We just try and get one sorted for just before the season starts so we can give our predictions.
Yeah.
Especially after all the transfers and stuff come in, 'cause at this
Good
point,
point.
we
Yeah.
speculated about how teams are going to do next season and people are going to drop off. We don't really know until we get all the transfers to come in.
Yeah, 100%.
And until we've seen, who knows, maybe some clubs are going to sack their managers or some things are going to like.
Maybe.
You were saying Mane's will play the season. A lot of people said that Mane's probably going to Real Madrid this season.
Yeah. Who knows?
So yeah,
That would be quite funny
It's a
if that
difficult one.
happened.
I'd love that to happen. I really would. Yeah. So it's a difficult one, but we're going to see you guys in the next one. Don't know when it's going to be. Don't know when it's going to be out.
Yeah.
I see you guys in my next video. Peace.
See you later.